Hello and welcome to VOD of Consciousness and my clumsy clicking. It is time for a Wintersday special. We've got Wintersday, which is just the winter holiday in Tyria going on, and this is Ascalon City in the snow, and I wanted to show it off because we don't get to see this sort of thing very often. So yeah, I thought, man, there's a tree all the way over there even. So I thought I'd go ahead and start here. We're not going to be doing a whole lot here because as far as I know, there aren't any actual quests here for Wintersday, besides perhaps some standardish ones maybe. But if we just go out into the standard zone, Old Ascalon over here, it will be, just plain whatever. It just looks the way that it normally does, right? If we zone over here, but I thought it would be really cool to go ahead and start. And you can't see the Wintersday stuff here because they don't change the map. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to just come over here and just check out some of the stuff going on here. So, here we have Brian and Jane. So Wintersday is predominantly a contest between Grenth and Droknar for. Is it going to be a long winter or not? It's kind of got overtones of Groundhog's Day type stuff mixed into it a little bit. So we have Priestess Hiera here, and we can give her char carvings for eggnog, fruitcake, snowman summoner, and wintergreen candy cane. So there are actually two types of candy canes, and wintergreen is the weaker one, I think. She says, Duena knows it certainly hasn't been easy for us Ascalons to be festive since the searing. Interesting that they use Ascalons instead of Ascalonians, but whatever. And what little holiday spirit we have been able to muster this year is quickly being stamped out by constant attacks from those damnable char. Travel out toward the wall and defeat as many of those filthy creatures as you can. If you gather 3 char carvings and bring them to me as proof of their destruction, I will give you this in return. And this guy probably gets gargoyle skulls? No. Interesting. The worthless followers of Duena believe Wintersday is a time of joy and laughter. We, the devoted followers of Grenth, know it is a time to show respect and fear for the power of the gods. Help spoil the celebratory drinks of Duena's chosen, you must bring me something to slip into their festive holiday drinks. That will show them. If you gather 2 stormy eyes and bring them to me, I will give you this in return. And it's just the same sort of thing. So there's different collectors for the different stuff around. Brian says, everyone gets gifts for Wintersday. It's tradition. This year I'm hoping for something extra special. And Jane over here doesn't say anything, just turns to look at you. Hi, Jane. And then we've got some more bonus NPCs up this way. So we have Katie and Jacob the Storyteller. The red-nosed Dolyak. Clearly a reference to red-nosed reindeer. Katie also doesn't say anything. Jacob says, gather round, young and old, and listen close for a tale of Wintersday long past. And we've got some carolers of Duena down that way. So, yeah, there's kind of that contest going on. Isn't Randall normally there? Don't know. Good question. They're mming. I don't think they're normally here. I think they're special for the holiday. I am Peters of the Humming Hymnsmen. Perhaps you've heard of us? We are hummers of traditional Wintersday hymns. We also can hum non-hymns, but we prefer to stick with hymns because to not hum hymns would make our name as the Humming Hymnsman inaccurate, and we haven't thought of anything quite so clever as to cover all situations. And Randall says, I am Randall of the Humming Hymnsman. There's nothing like a hummed hymn for Wintersday. Feel free to join in and hum along with us. There's only one word you must know, and technically it isn't even a word. That's the beauty of what we do. It transcends borders and reaches all peoples. Okay. We've got some carolers of Grenth over here. Oh, that's really clever. Okay, so here we have the thing of Lissa holding a present. And Duena looking over at a gingerbread star. Grenth having a gingerbread thing on his face. Melandrew holding a present. And Grenth being all reindeer-headed. Let's just get some pictures of these, because these are fun. I do really love these drawings. They're great. Okay, so hopefully everybody's okay. And that didn't make anybody motion sick. Hey, guess what? It's snowing and sticking. I just returned from the wall to find old Ascalon like this. It's absolutely buried in snow. I'd say we all need to do our part to make sure that winter loses its hold on Tyria by taking part in the Wintersday battle between Dwayna and Grenth. Okay. And here, a bunch of carolers of Grenth. Deathly chills, deathly chills. Look at all these happy people everywhere. It makes me want to vomit. I look forward to wiping the smiles off their faces and doing my part for Grenth. All of these standard skins. I think they probably all say the same thing. And then let's just go back this way and check out what the Carolers of Dwayna had to say. Since I abandoned them in there. Or didn't go visit them. Really pretty. Love and grace, her warm embrace. We'll make the spring unfold. So yeah, it's just the idea that if Dwayna wins, there's an early spring, and if Grenth wins, there's a long winter. The blessing of Dwayna be with you. Join me and raise your voice in song. Everybody loves Wintersday carols. Well, everyone except the Stone Summit, the Grawl, the Char, most of the undead, but everybody who matters loves Wintersday carols. Sing, I say, sing. Yeah, it's just the same thing for all those guys. Like, anyway, so that's probably enough time here in Ascalon, but I just wanted to show off Ascalon being transformed, because it is. I don't know if it changes for any other holiday either. So, and then let's see. I don't remember if Droknar's Forge gets a no. Yeah, it does. It does get some decoration, some giant presents. So here we have like the Dark Priestess Velna, who takes stuff from Stone Summit. It's just the same group of things for all of these collectors. And here's another one. I am but an acolyte of the Church of Dwayna, yet the abbot has given me a most holy task to impart. The azure shadows, vile creatures of the darkened underworld, have infiltrated our world and bring power to the merciless god whose name I must not speak. If you gather one pile of frozen remains and bring it to me as proof you have destroyed some of these abominations of the heartless god, I will give you this in return. And she says, deep in the mountains, home of the Stone Summit dwarves, exists a servile species known as the Dredge. Though the rightful servants of the Stone Summit, some of these cretinous creatures have dared to revolt. These free Dredge have the audacity to celebrate Wintersday and give thanks to Dwayna for their freedom. You heard me right, to Dwayna! This insult to Grenth must be stopped. If you gather one Dredge manifestos and bring them to me as proof you have spread Grenth's influence among the Dredge, I will give you this in return. Deep within the caverns below Droknar's Forge, the shrine to our merciless lord Grenth awaits. There we give our praise to Grenth for the blessings of darkness and death, with which he enshrouds this Wintersday season. You look like one that celebrates death the whole year round. Bring me 2 frigid hearts from any imps you find, and I shall offer them to Grenth upon his altar. Do this and I'll give you this in return. So again, you're just going to find a bunch of those sorts of things. Snowball Fight is a PvP thing. I don't know how popular it is. This guy wants the Stone Summit badges. Dwayna's blessings to you in this holy season, good human. It is with a heavy heart that I inform you that our cousins, the Stone Summit dwarves, have turned their gazes from Dwayna's teachings and walk the dark path. They have enslaved a race known as the Dredge, and they forbid the Dredge to celebrate Dwayna's teachings. This blasphemous activity must be put to a stop. If you gather 3 Stone Summit badges and bring them to me as proof that you have beaten the teachings of Dwayna into their rock-hard skulls, I will give you this in return. And then Avatar of Grenth here says, as all mortals face the judgment of Greth in the afterlife, so the world now lies helpless within the icy grip of the god of death. Those who mock his power with frivolous merriment risk bringing his wrath upon not only themselves, but all the world. And the Avatar of Dwayna says, a joyous winter's day to you all. Only through the warmth in our hearts can we bring an end to this season of cold and ice. Yet it's always going to be cold and icy here. And then this guy tells us about snowball fights, which I honestly have no idea how much that's happening these days. Whoops. Please pardon my brother. He's that brash, bearded fellow over there, swearing death to deliciousness. He gets a few pints of liquor in him, and he sees Stone Summit invaders everywhere. Last year, he burned down 3 bakeries in 4 hours. Once Garrow gets going, he'll keep it up all day, and probably most of the night, especially since I can't help but cheer him on. I have to hand it to him, he sure is an entertaining holiday tradition. For me, anyway. I doubt he'll remember much of this tomorrow. I'm not sure... Oh, there's Garrow, Thunderfoot over there. And Broder, Thunderfoot. Yeah, the Enchanted Snowmen are special henchmen you can take with you. They're not particularly amazing. Invaders! Frosty delicious invaders! The Stone Summit obviously concocted these flavorful monstrosities to lull their enemies into a sense of safety and security. Perhaps they think that we will consume so much sugar that we will lapse into blissful comas. Help me, friends, we must slay these sweet intruders before it's too late. Right, don't know what you're talking about specifically, but... And we got ourselves some Carolers of Grenth up here. Probably the same sort of thing as the other batch. Hello, Stout Knucklehammer. Bah, how I hate this time of year. Everyone in a mad rush to get from here to there while they laugh and smile and celebrate the season. No one pays any attention to me. There's old Knucklehammer, they say, but not a one stops to ask how I'm doing or to wish me a happy Wintersday. All I've got is me tankard of ale to keep me warm, so no sweet dwarven lass to share a Doliac flank with by the fireside. Pah! A pox upon this entire holiday. That was oddly difficult to read. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to talk to any more carolers because I think they all say the same thing. For some reason, I suspect this is not particularly different. This right here is a glint thing that you can talk to and get quests for defeating titans. There's some implication that the dwarves, or that there's a group of dwarves that worship glint, or something like that, or acolytes of glint, or something along those lines. I think you just... It's good to see you again, Jinsoku Seidai. Happy Wintersday to you. This pipe, it is a little garish, I agree, but it's not made out of corn cob like you'd think. It's actually made of the bones of the hornfrost giant Gornash. When you've got the time, I'll have to tell you that tale. It's a good one. The consular says, do not be afraid. I am sure you have heard the rumors about the Brotherhood of the Dragon, many of which are not so flattering. There are those in the dwarven community who see our connection to the Dragon Glint as blaspheme against the great dwarf, but I assure you, our brotherhood is not grounded in the spiritual realm. We are more interested in the, well, practical applications, if you will, of prophecy and the art of prognostication. Please stay a while. Perhaps you'll learn a thing or two. That probably has more to do. So, down here is the Dragon's Lair thing, and when you complete that, where you encounter Glint, you get dropped off in Droknar's Forge. So it probably has to do with that. Oh man, Whitman's Folly. That zone, there's Port Sledge down there somewhere. In the middle of friggin' nowhere is where that is. Hi, Deeg. Wintersday returns once more. A magical time of year, they say, and even a cantankerous old dwarf like me has to agree. Many across Tyria celebrate the coming of the new year. Some would prefer more winter, others look forward to the coming of spring. Myself, I couldn't care less who wins. After all, it's always snowy here in the Forge. I just enjoy watching the competition between Dwayna and Grenth and the way Wintersday brings everyone together. How about you? I mean, you're not wrong. It is always snowy here in Droknar's Forge. So... but yeah, snowball fight. Let's go see if anybody's actually snowball fighting. Because that would be a surprise. You like a good snowball fight? That's right, the time has come for the sacred Wintersday ritual to determine whether Grenth or Dwayna will hold greater sway in the year to come. As always, the gods have decreed that we shall battle in their stead, using weapons provided by the heavens. Snowballs, that is. If you wish to participate, let me know. That's great. Some people are intimidated by the thought of holding the fate of the world in their frosty little mittens, but frankly, I think they're missing out. Snowball fights are fun. So what do you say? Are you ready to fight now? I am ready. One last thing. If you go, you won't be able to form a party. The gods have decreed that the teams for this sacred contest must be decided by fate. Keep things more fair for everyone, you know? I have no idea if anybody's doing these. But, you know, here we are. Aha, Wintersday gifts for some candy cane shards. So, yep, there's the field. And on one side we have Grenth, on the other side we have Dwayna. This encompasses the holiday. In fact, you know what? This is kind of a cool scene, so I'm going to go ahead and screenshot it. But, hi, what do you say? You. Ah, okay. He'll take us back to Droknar's Forge. Annie Smith Marley allows you to be able to get some of these things. I don't need them in my inventory, thanks. So there's weapons and stuff. The problem, Billy the Kid and Nanny Oakley. That's funny. The problem that I have with the candy cane weapons is that they are not max, so they're a little weak. So yeah, there's just a bunch of different skills here. This one is one that throws snowballs. This is a bigger snowball that knocks down. That you hide and yeah, and that causes daze because these are spells, so they can interrupt. Well, looks like nobody's really doing this. I'll wait here a moment longer, but this is a professional specific skill. Yep, and then Snow Cone is healing, and that's defensive. So, preparation. You lose one condition. Your next snowball causes disease for 10 seconds. Yeah, so the way to get rid of it is to use that, obviously. Okay, well, nobody is doing snowball fights, so whatever. Let's just go to LA and start doing some stuff there. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's go. I've changed my mind. I want to do Kamadan first. Because transition from LA to Eye of the North, because there's stuff in Grenth does not celebrate Wintersday, but the other places do. So, I need to go up this way. Things are going to be kind of laggy here. We're not really going to do a whole lot of these quests today. Oh wow, somebody has Chibi Gwen mini pet on account of the episode time, because I've mostly been exploring. But happy Wintersday. So this is Grandfather Kringle. I wish I could say it was happy for me, but the reindeer I had been intending to offer as a gift to Dwayna for Wintersday were stolen. I turned my back for merely a minute while I prepared the reindeer a snack of oats and honey, and when I turned back, they were all gone. A frost maiden told me that she had seen my prized reindeer being led away by some Grentchies and humbugs, and was going to try and follow them. I'm too old to go chasing after them. Don't have the stamina for it. Please, brave Jinsoko Seidai, find the Frost Maiden and ask her where my reindeer have gone. Don't worry, I'll get your reindeer back. That's just a random. Okay. And there's a Rift Warden. What do you have, Rift Warden? Lo and behold, traveler, watch your step. Grenth has breached the divide between the plains in a bid for victory in this year's Wintersday battle. It is my duty to provide passage to those of stout heart and mind to the locations where conflicts are taking place. Are you brave enough to join in the conflict? You're a mean one, Mr. Grenth. Obviously, this is a reference to the Grinch who stole Christmas. Grenth's sniveling lackeys will stop at nothing to claim victory this Winter's Day festival. They have stolen countless gifts for the good little boys and girls and hoarded them deep within Grenth's domain. Dwayna beseeches you to go forth into the icy depths of the underworld and recover the presents. Won't somebody think of the children? Let's see. If you're in a party, you'll be separated. Once you're there, you must recover the presents stolen by Grenth's servants. Are you ready to face the horrors of the underworld alone? Well, not really, because this build is not currently well adapted to that. So let me put on ice restoration. There we go. That's what I needed. I don't even know if they're going to give me specific skills or what's going on. Okay, yeah, they give me the I mean, what's Hidden Rock? Okay, recover all the stolen presents. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. I can't actually attack, by the way. Ah, have snow down the shirt. I don't know that I'm finishing this one, but... Well, I need to not die. Okay, cool. Managed to avoid death. That's good. So what am I supposed to specifically do? Oh, I need to stand by these stolen Wintersday gifts. Okay. Cool. So I just need to go... Okay, and then this one is target foe and all nearby foes are crippled for 7 seconds. It's not especially helpful. Okay, so I just need to go to these different gift bundles and collect them. And not die in the process. That sounds reasonable. Doing that because it's funny. This one's important because it makes me immune to damage to some extent. It makes you immune to damage. You cannot be knocked down. You're immune to conditions, and all incoming damage is reduced to 0. But it ends if you move. So I got a Wintersday gift. This is going to be one of the major things that we get. It's just going to contain around things like eggnog, for example. Cool. Now we need to go rescue some more. I don't like you, Grinch. This game really could stand to have a proper access. Whatever. What does this do? Whenever target touch protection damage while suffering from this hex that was interrupted. Okay, so it's kind of a pseudo daze effect. It's actually worse than daze, technically. It's reminiscent of daze. Okay, good. Got it off. I would prefer you not throw that at me. Okay, that's too many guys. So I'm going to kite back a little bit. That's the elementalist skill. Yeah, I needed to not be standing there. I was going to get way too walloped. Wow, these guys are tenaciously chasing me. Don't know how they picked which set of the skills that I end up getting. Okay, one I can take care of. Actually, I should logically have these daggers equipped because these daggers are not a hidden rock. I don't need a hidden rock. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this game you can totally, like, dodge stuff if you want to. By range attacks specifically. You can totally dodge range attacks by mashing. Like that, left and right sort of thing. See, it's one of those things where if I didn't have my, Man, that's such a punishing heal. Disabling all of your skills for 10 seconds is just really nasty. Like, it's really, really, really debilitating. Okay, what does this do? Okay, it does do a knockdown, so that's good to know. So I need to go collect those presents. Well, that went really well. Okay, I almost collected this. I'm not sure how many more I have off the top of my head, but okay, so I have 2 more. I don't know why I'm fighting this one. I guess because he was there. I felt like it. I think the best course of action is to just kind of wait for me to recover. Yeah, getting tactical in here. Dodging. Active dodging. And that should take him down. Okay. So where are the last 2 presents? Unfortunately, I have to get close to them to be able to find them. Oh, okay. There's one over there because I've got the friggin' quest marker over there. That's probably a clue. Actually, I should get this hidden rock going. Yep. I would prefer you not to throw stuff at me. Thanks. You have a snow cone, eh? Okay, now I can begin claiming this set of gifts, and then the last one is, I don't know, I'm guessing over that way. But I have to get this one first, so this episode's probably running a little bit longer than I intended, but I don't know if anybody will object or not. And I have plenty of stuff to get through anyway. Cool. So that one has been rescued, so I need to get the last one, which is indeed over there, as I kind of suspected it would be. What else did I get? Ooh, I got some snowman summoners and some spiked eggnog. A very potent alcoholic beverage. I really need to remember to put this. This lasts until I use it. So I should really be making sure to, like, apply it. Kind of ahead of time, and I'm getting it going. So I'm going to need to fight Grenchies Magnus. HP's almost recovered. He dodged it. And then I want to take care of that flashy Grinch down there because I don't know what it does. But again, like the optimal strategy here is just kind of wait around until my HP recovers. So. And just about recovered. Oh, there we go. Cool. That guy's down. I am blinded. Projectiles also have a greater chance to stray from their intended target, which is probably relevant to this or something. Okay, tricky Grinch. I see you over there. I see your hidden rocking. I'm going to do this until Dazed wears off. Ooh, a glob of frozen ectoplasm. Not, it should be mentioned, as valuable as a glob of non-frozen ectoplasm, but nonetheless something that I am certainly welcome, find welcome, so. I'm going to need to go after that guy. Grab our goodies. Let's get our defenses up. So we don't want to be hit by frozen snow. We don't want to be knocked down. Of course he has snow cone. You need to go down, sir. Aha. And a Wintersday gift. From him to me. Is this? Nope, just shadow steps a random location in the area and gives me a bunch of health. Cool. So, once I get this and turn in the quest, I will go ahead and call this episode, but we're not there just yet. Mission complete. Hooray! Do I get... Oh. Avatar of Dwayna. Hello. What? May Dwayna's light guide you through this land of ice and death. In recovering the stolen presents from the clutches of Grenth's minions, you have brought goodness to the world. So tell me, are you ready to leave this frigid place behind? What is this? What is the bonus challenge? That's going to have to be something I figure out next time, because I don't know what it is, and I'm going to look it up. But I'm not going to do that and make you wait. So, until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.